To each their own. Hopefully this girl doesn't make a routine of losing things. Okay. Did you find it? I did. It was literally in the exact spot you said it would be in. Can't imagine why you just didn't go pick it up yourself. Yep. Assuming this is actually your notebook. Why don't you check it just to be sure? Thanks. Rean handed over the Colette's student notebook. You're right, it's really mine. Oh, thank goodness. This is the only form of ID we students have, so it would have been awful if I'd lost it. Especially since our instructor would have chewed my head off if I needed to get another one issued. Thanks so much for your help, Rean. I'm sorry. I'm just so relieved. And now she's crying. I didn't know it was so important to you. Still, I'm glad I was able to help you out. By the way, where did you end up finding it? Literally where you said it would be. Oh, you know the sofas on the second floor of the main building that people use as a rest area? It was on one of those, just sitting there. The sofas on the second floor? Oh, I guess I did relax there for a while. Come to think of it, I think I dropped it when sitting down once before. We're only like a week into school and you've dropped this thing multiple times? I heard it falling out of my pocket that time though, so I didn't end up losing it. Why would sitting down do that? What pocket do you usually put your notebook in? Well, one of my skirt pockets actually. That makes sense. A lot of the boys use their pant pockets too. But you might want to try using your jacket pocket from now on. It's not going to fall out of there. Or get a backpack. Like a sane person. That's where I usually put mine, and I've never had any problems. Jacket pocket? We've got those? Well, I don't know if the girls' jackets are different than the guys' are, but I don't see why you wouldn't. Hold on, let me check. Wow, you're right. I had no idea this was even here. There's no way my notebook would ever fall out of one of these. Thanks for the tip. That should solve all my pocket problems. Happy to have been of service. What is this quest? You've really been a big help today. This really doesn't make up for it, but would you accept this as a little token of my thanks? A silver chain. An accessory? Hold on, I couldn't possibly. Don't worry about it. I bought one for myself the other day, but I ended up ordering two by mistake. That's believable with how crazy you are. I can't really use both at once. Skill issue. So it makes sense to give it to someone else who might be able to do something with it. Well, if you're sure, thanks. That's my line. Well, thanks again for everything, Rean. Quest and noteworthy loss completed. Okay. Let me equip that. Oh, it prevents poison. That's nice. Oh, I still have Elliot and Gaius in my team? Okay. Weird, but sure. Thor's is for special students only? Yeah. What was that guy who was trying to hit on Mint? And Mint's uncle thinks she's gonna set herself on fire. This place is wild. Oh, you're the creepy photographer guy. What's up? So before we start, I have one important question for you. What kind of pictures do you want to take here, Rex? Pictures of cute girls, of course. Like, I want to spend my summer snapping perfect pics of swimsuit-clad babes. What more could a guy ask for? I fear for this club's future. This club? I fear for every female attendant of the school. Unused. You're still sitting in here alone. The chess club has always been kind of a hangout spot for upper class students. As you might expect, they're not exactly friendly if you don't have the pedigree they do. People wanted to play, but they were sick of the nobles' snobbishness. But each time we got crushed by the nobles, more of our members left. So now this club is just me. Okay. Gone fishing. Kenneth. Oh, yeah. We have to find Kenneth. Upstairs is the nobles. I want to find Patrick, dang it. And hear more of his voice lines. Because apparently he was a character in an anime I watched when I was... It was like one of the first anime I watched. Called, I think it's Fushigi Yuji. I used to love that anime. Which is hilarious because it's a tragedy and I don't really like tragedies. This grass is too tall for me to walk through. Hey. Hey there. Good to see ya. Oh, you're the person who was with President Toa when I first arrived at the academy. What was that about tragedies? Oh, Patrick, the snobbish noble dude, is voiced by a guy who voices Miyaka's brother in the English dub of Fushigi Yuji. Which is, I would call it a tragedy. But that's where I knew his voice actor from. You've got a good memory. It was bothering me, so I had to Google it. I'm George Gnome, second year, class 3. I'm also head of the engineering club. You're Rean Schwarzer from class 7, right? Nice to meet ya. Likewise. Toa told me that you're helping out the student council. You've probably got a lot to learn about the academy since you've just enrolled, but good luck with everything. Thank you. But I'm curious. This is the engineering building, isn't it? With all the machines and equipment around here, it certainly fits the bill. Yep. You can basically think of this as the Academy's very own Orbal factory. The engineering club's been in charge of maintaining orbments here for a long time now. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I assume you repaired all of the stuff you wanted me to deliver for this quest, too? That's right. I handle that stuff here at the engineering club, too. I usually deliver them myself, but I'm a little too busy this month. Can I ask you to do it for me? Sure, why not? So what do I need to do? Awesome. Okay, here's the rundown. As you know, I need you to deliver 3 Orbal products for me. First up is this Orbal scale, which I need delivered to the cooking club. The club meets in the home economics room on the 2nd floor of the main building. Give it to the head of the club, Nicholas. Nicholas from the cooking club, home economics room. Okay, got it. The next 2 are both in town. Oh, so you take requests from people outside the academy too? Yeah. There was so much talk about the club that I started getting requests from people in Trista too. There's no reason for me to refuse them, so I do as much as I can to help them out. That certainly explains how you end up so busy. Sure does. The second delivery I need you to make is this antique Orbal lamp. This one's going to Micht at the pawn shop. Micht? Nicht? It depends on how German you want to pronounce it. You'll find it in the southeast part of the central shopping district. It's kind of out of the way, so keep an eye out. An antique Orbal lamp for the pawn shop. Understood. Last but not least, the final item I need you to deliver is this Orbal wristwatch. This one's going to Michael over at Radio Trista. Radio Trista is in the southwest of the central shopping district. Just let the receptionist know why you're there and she'll call Michael out for you. Orbal wristwatch for Michael from Radio Trista. Ask the receptionist. Right, I can do that. And that's everything. Let me give you the items themselves. Thank you. I'll be sure to be careful. It's not going to be easy carrying all of those around, but I'm sure you'll manage. Just be sure to report back to me when you're done. Of course. I'll get started right away. Time to deliver stuff. I can do that. All right, main building cooking place. I think we ran into that noble girl outside the cooking room last time. It was over here. This? Stupid camera. Home ec, yeah. Hey. Hey there. You wouldn't happen to be here to join the cooking club, would you? No, not exactly. The engineering club asked me to deliver something for them. That is a very large skillet. Or wok. Is this what you've been waiting for? Rean handed over the Orbal scale. Yep, that's the Orbal scale I asked George to fix all right. I don't know how he works so fast. I'd really be lost without him. George's many talents aside, I didn't even know tools like this existed. Pretty impressive, isn't it? These can provide more accurate and minuscule measurements than any analog scale. If you put a container full of ingredients on there, it'll even subtract the container's weight for you. It's handy. I'd believe it. You don't have the interest in cooking by chance, do you? I haven't given it much thought, to be honest, but I am kind of curious. I'll be cooking for myself from now on anyway, right? You'd be surprised at how many students here can't. Here's the thing. The cafeteria might be cheap, but it still costs more Mira than baking it yourself would. Have you ever tried to cook anything yet? No? I don't even know where to start? Which means you're as virgin as my olive oil. Okay. Welcome to stream Raycroc. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. How's the game so far? I'm enjoying it so far. These characters are all wild. If you want to start cooking, I'd recommend you start cooking. Just make something. Doesn't matter what. Wow, that's so helpful. Hey, you know that thing you don't know how to do? What if you just do it? Tell you what, I'll even give you this to get you started. A recipe book. And to top it off, here's a really easy recipe to get started on. It's so easy. I've got all the ingredients you need right here. Help yourself. Received the recipe for simple omelet. I want an omelet, fresh egg, and salt. Thank you very much. Have I played a Trails game before? Yes, I have played, at least on the channel, I've played Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure. And I did play through most of this game when it came out forever ago, but I never actually finished it. And that was like a decade ago, so I don't remember much. This recipe book seems like it'll be a helpful companion, but are you sure I can have it? Sure, we've got tons of them. If it sparks a fire for cooking in your heart, it'll all be worth it. Got it. I'll be sure to get some use out of it then. Well, thanks again for bringing me my Orbal scale. And pass my thanks on to George for fixing it too. Will do. I can now cook. Now you can take ingredients and turn them into delicious, delicious food. You can receive recipes from various people, but that's not the only way to get them. You might find them while searching specific areas, cooking, or even just trying a new food or drink. Oh no. You can use recipes and ingredients to make food by selecting Note from the camp menu or by touching the touchpad, and then choosing Recipe. We have so many options of people to cook, though. Only displayed after this dish has been made once. Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. I will cook this button. I'm getting there. Cooking. Recipe. I apparently suck at this, so I'm not going to make this omelet. I will wait. And Rean can... not Rean. Elliot can make this omelet. Alright, we have to go into town now. Wait, I should talk to the noble girl, see if she has anything wild to say. Okay. Learning to cook is really the best way to transform a lovely young lady like myself into bride material. I regret speaking to you. If I work hard, I'm sure that this will be my chance to nab myself a hunky husband. Okay. Live your life. That's great, getting recipes just by try. So nostalgic. Funny you make that comment about the character when she's on the screen. Where am I going? Some of these kids need professional help. They sure do. They sure do. Alright, where is... That's not the button I wanted. Where is... Okay, the pawn shop is over there. Oh, right. Radio thing is this way. You're what I'm looking for. Like the noble escort guy. He's an experience. Welcome to Radio Trista. How can I help you today? Is there someone named Michael here? I've got a delivery from the engineering club, and ideally, I'd like to take it to him directly. As a matter of fact, we do have a Michael here. Let me call him for you. You can wait on the sofa over there if you'd like. Sorry to keep you waiting. You said you've got a delivery from the engineering club for me? I do indeed. Here it is. Rean handed over the Orbal wristwatch. Wow, he really did fix it up. This is some pro-level work. We're starting up a new show tonight, so I was feeling all nervous without a quick way to check the time. Things will be just fine now, though. You don't have a wall clock? Okay. I could imagine that would be pretty intense. Well, you know. It starts at 9 tonight, and if things work out, Radio Trista's guaranteed to see a pretty big increase in popularity. Which will mean I'll be one step closer to achieving my dream of... Oh, sorry about that. I shouldn't be getting all excited like that and boring you with my life story. Not at all. I'm of the opinion that being passionate about what you do is a good thing. This job's pretty much my entire life at this point, really. But if you want to make me feel more alive, tune into the show tonight. You bet. Or I would, if I had an Orbal radio. Well, gotta head back. Our sound producer's in there waiting for me. Normally, I'd treat you to some tea or something, but today's a really busy day. Tell George thanks for fixing my watch when you get back. Of course. Good luck with tonight's show. Okay. Hi. Monk. His name is Monk. Radio Trista will be debuting a new program tonight. I can hardly wait. What could it be about? My heart's racing just imagining the possibilities. Interesting. This is a classic Lorenz haircut. Oh, that doesn't bode well for his character. To the pawn shop, which I think was over here. Yeah. Hello again. Huh? You got some business here, kid? Or are you just window shopping? I do, actually. I'm here to give you something from the engineering club. Oh, George fixed that thing already? Well, hand it over already, will ya? Maybe I'll keep it. Rude. Right. Rean handed over the antique Orbal lamp. That kid does nice work. I swear, why does being a pawnbroker have to be such a pain in the butt sometimes? Who'd have thought an item to break right after I paid for it? That's a pretty nasty surprise. Do you get a lot of students in here out of sheer curiosity? Fair few, sure. What? Are you looking for some money? I don't lend money to kids. You kids can think of this place as an exchange shop. So, like, items for items? Oh, yeah. I think I got something in a while back that a kid like you'd like. It's yours as a way of saying thanks for the delivery. A blade deck. I remember enjoying this card game. Blade? Is this a card game or something? Seems that way. Some good-for-nothing second year brought it in. Can't say I've ever bothered to play. But you can give it a try, or don't, or burn it, for all I care. I didn't pay for it. Okay. Thanks. That's really nice of you. I have this strange feeling that he just gave me this because he didn't have anywhere to put it. But oh well. Oh yeah, another thing. My shop's got the finest selection of curios in all of Trista. If you don't see anything you like, come back later. I change up the goods sometimes. When? When I feel like it. Anyway, see ya. Thanks for the delivery. And enjoy the playing cards or whatever. Anytime. I can now purchase curios. At this shop, you can exchange certain items for rarer and higher quality ones. You can also buy some of the items you might have missed in previous chapters as curios. And as for the card game Neat gave Rean, you'll be able to play that later in the game. Curios. So like monster drops? Okay. Interesting. I miss the violent small child, though. Bring back the violent small child as my pawn shop. From which game? Zero and Azure. What was her name? Her and her mom from Nine Volley. I remember the name of the shop, just not her name. Alright, George, I did your thing.